is going on, guys? It's your boy Tor. We're back for another video. Today, this is not a Bleach Brave Souls video. Today, we're actually looking at the newest chapter of Bleach. Yes, you heard that right. Unless you were living under a rock or just not up to date with Bleach. In the last week, they have been talking about this chapter that we're going to be getting, a new one. And yesterday or the day before, I don't know when it was released, but they released the actual chapter. And it's so crazy because, like, if you think about it, like 5 or so years ago, they were stopping the manga. It was over. Everyone was just pretty much sad, right? As a Bleach fan, it was the worst news you could really ask for. And nope. Fast forward to 2021, we have a new chapter of 73 pages, right? Not a small chapter, but 73-page chapter that sets up what looks to be a new arc. And wow, man, there's so much to talk about. But what I want to do is I want to go through the whole thing and kind of just like kind of give you a brief like breakdown of what happens. And so, of course, if you're watching this, please go read the manga first and then come back because there's going to be spoilers. I want to talk about everything. And yeah, link in the description to that. It's not like the official release. It's someone that translated it. So yeah, go check it out if you'd like. Anyway, starting it off, let's go from the very start. So it starts off with basically introducing us Kazui, which in my opinion is going to be one of the main characters. Like when they start off with a character like Kazui that's super important, I feel like he's going to have a lot to do with this story and this arc if, you know, we so happen to have it in the future. But it starts with him just wandering off and being a little shit. It looks like he's already a little shit where he gets into trouble. He was already in trouble and he's trying to escape and go out and do something again, even though he's in trouble. Kon being the funny character he is, he's there as well. And he's kind of, you know, trying to take him and trying to tell Kazui like, hey, listen up, man. Let's not do this. But, you know, Kazui being the little shit, he goes off and wanders off. Meets up with his uncle for whatever reason. So Kon, his uncle, and Kazui, they go off to the shrine, and then for whatever reason something happens. I don't know if he opened the fucking gates of hell at that very moment. Whatever it is, though, I don't think that was what it was, right? But he did something, and I feel like there was something to that, and I don't know exactly what it is. If you know what it was when he clapped his hands and some weird like dimension open up in front of him, let me know what you think it was. But yeah, basically after that, it just goes through and introduces a lot of the old characters that we're so, you know, close to and really we're looking to find out more about. And it starts off with Ichika, so Rukia and Renji's daughter, which, oh my god, I really like her. She's honestly gonna be one of my favorites, honestly, if they continue it, right? And the fact that Ikaku, the hot-headed Ikaku, is her sensei or master is super funny, right? He trains her, and she's just like Renji, man. She even stands like Renji. She has that same pose that he does when he, like, you know, when he leans back with his sword behind his neck. You know, super cool and super cute, man. I cannot lie. When I saw Ichika, it's like, dude, we're seeing a little Renji and Rukia, right? You could see the resemblance. You could see where, you know, the certain traits she got from Rukia, while certain traits he got from Renji, or she got from Renji, which is really, really cool, man. Really happy to see that. And the interactions between her and Ikaku are really funny. We ended up seeing Yumichika a bit later. Not much from him, just kind of like, you know, stopping by and saying something. Renji then shows up and he is calling Ichigo. They're on the phone, and basically what happens from here is where kind of the plot starts to build up, right? So anyways, they have a whole little ritual that they do when a big Zylaparo, like a captain, passes away. They do a ritual in which they get a hollow and kill him in front of the grave, right, of the you know, fallen captain. And basically Renji's inviting Ichigo, and Ichigo's kind of a bit reluctant at first. He's like, wait, I'm eating ramen. He's eating ramen at Kaigo's new shop, so that was kind of funny. But you know, he ends up going, and you know, that's where we end up seeing Rukia, which, my goodness, bro, I have never been a Rukia simp in the past, but that ponytail to the side, you know, like she kind of looks good, man. And honestly, it was super good to see her again, man. To see her again is like, damn, dude, we're seeing this all happen again, man. We're seeing the Bleach, you know, world develop and stories develop. It's so cool to see her again. It's cool to see Renji and Ichigo interacting. Mayuri comes in because he kind of is listening into their phone call, which is kind of weird because I guess there's a whole new development of like technology They have phones, they have TVs. It's crazy. They're developing out in the Soul Society. Anyways, they all kind of gather together, and they, again, they introduced those characters. They introduced and showed Soifon's division, second division Barox. Same with Lisa, since she is captain now, and then a few others like Iba. That was kind of odd to see. I don't feel anything for him. I really want to see more of him, but it's weird to see him in a captain's robe. And he does have a new lieutenant, which looks really, really cool. He's actually very unique. His name is Atao, but he's the lieutenant. He's deaf, and so he can't hear. He has to communicate with sign language. But he's kind of a mixture of like he has the Chad hair. He kind of has a Tsukishima face. I don't know how to really like point it out, but he looks interesting. He looks cool, and we actually see a little bit of him in a bit, like further down the road in the chapter where he does use a few moves, which was kind of cool and like whoa, like it kind of caught me by surprise. But yeah, anyways, and the thing is, when they introduced him, one thing I noticed that made sense afterwards with his moves, with his actual power moves that he used in the chapter, he's surrounded by animals. Like they're all around him. There's like cats. There's like horses. It looks like maybe even possibly like a lion or tiger. There's birds. Everyone, like there's a bunch of animals surrounding him. So he must have some kind of power relating to like maybe the control of animals or whatever it is. But it's really cool, especially in a minute when we get there. But it of course shows us Toshiro and of course our main girl Rangiku, which looks really good, very, very juicy. And then of course Mayuri with Shuhei and the rest there. Kensei was there as well. So you just get to see everyone really, which is really, really cool. But anyways, they went ahead and all kind of met up for that ritual that they were gonna do. When doing so, when they all arrived, they ended up showing another lieutenant. So there was two new characters that they showed us. The second was, her name is Yayahara Yuyu, which is she's a dark skin. I don't know if she's black or whatever, but she's dark skin. At least that's what I know. But she's very, very like, man, she's definitely like the slice of life / I don't know, kind of relatable character to like a teenage kid, because she's over here on social media. She's super over the top, like kind of all over Ichigo because he's the hero that everyone talks about. And she's even asking him, like she's taking selfies with him. So she's kind of like that relatable character, but she's pretty cool, man. She's the lieutenant to Lisa, to the 8th division. So Lisa's vice captain. And yeah, she's pretty cool. We'll see, especially like I said, in a minute, we're gonna see some kind of powers that she and Atao have, right? Which is actually really cool. So we'll see in just a moment. But anyways, after they're there, they're kind of just talking. They're kind of doing what they're doing. Ichika, which was odd. I don't know. This is something that that caught me by surprise. All the other Soul Reapers, they're kind of just chilling, talking, doing their own thing. They're like interacting, right, catching up because they haven't seen each other for a bit. And Ichika is the one that noticed and saw the hollow that was surrounding them. No one else noticed it, which again, that's kind of interesting. I don't know what that may be about, and if you have any theories on that, let me know. But she sees the hollows while everyone else, even Ichigo, Renji, they're just kind of chilling. They don't even notice the big weird looking hollow behind them. Anyway, she basically I might have saved Renji because she rushes Renji. Renji goes flying, but it looks like as soon as he goes flying, there's a slash that was right there by the hollow. So the hollow definitely went to go and attack, and I think she might have possibly saved him or maybe just helped him get out of the way. And then of course here comes Ichigo. You see Omaida, you see Shuhei, you see a random Soul Reaper gets stabbed, man. She got stabbed, and she whoever she was, she's a goner. She is gone. And they show a whole bunch of hollows just off in the distance. Finally they can see the hollows, and so it's like, okay, all hell is breaking loose here. I mean, we're over here supposed to do a ritual, right? We're supposed to do a ritual to see, to commend and appreciate our captains that have fallen. And nope, here we go. These hollows were so strong they couldn't even just capture them. They had to just go ahead and kill them, because in the end, like, again, what they do for the ritual is they kill the hollow in front of their graves. And it's part of the ritual, but they couldn't do that. They just had to kill him because they were pretty strong. So it starts off with Atao. His sword has like weird looking like projectiles on it that aren't connected. They're connected by like a string or something. And basically, it doesn't look like it's a real sword. It looks like it's just paper almost, right? He tosses it forward. It all stretches out. It almost looks like Renji's sword, right? Just picture Renji's swords where it's divided blades, but instead it's like paper looking. And basically, his move is called Taka, which means hawk, translates to hawk. And hawks come out of that paper, like it transforms into a hawk. The paper sword that he has, if that's paper, I don't know what it is. But hawks come out, and then it doesn't attack, right? You see his move literally destroy a hollow. It just completely annihilates the hollow. So that was really cool. It was cool to see him in his form. And then right after that, we ended up seeing Yu, the other lieutenant that we ended up seeing right after. So yeah, Yu ends up going, and she's combat. Doesn't look to have like any special moves or anything. She's kind of like a Yoruichi, like a Soifun, right? Hand-to-hand combat. She goes up and close to the hollow. She's really like agile. You can see she moves like a leopard, like an animal. But I think what ends up being is that she actually maybe like a wolf, that she transforms into a wolf or something and has moves related to a wolf, because you see her fingers just, you know, get larger and they look like claws in the end. And she has like she reminded me a lot of Yoruichi. She even has like a lot of like the similar movements that she has, and she looks to be like a hand-to-hand combat character, right? Very relatable to Yoruichi. So I don't know, that was really cool to see both of them come out and do something, and I feel like they definitely look like they have promising powers, and they could be very good. So that was really cool. She literally just took off the hollow's head, like the hollow was done right after she came through and did what she did. So that was really cool. After that, you see Akon fighting another hollow, which, you know, he did his thing. He's counting down and doing whatever he does best. He does this move called Ron, which melts the hollow in the end as soon as the hollow's about to get to him. So that was really cool to see Akon come in and do his thing. Izuru shows up right after as well to help him out, and he comes around with like this cape looking thing where he's just kind of like, you know, he's mysterious. It's like at first you're like, who is he? Oh, it's Izuru, you know, like he's there, and he's just wearing a cape. He's kind of just very nonchalant, like, you know, the typical Izuru, but even more this time around. I don't know if it's, you know, it's probably related to his injury, and that probably changed him big time, where he's probably not completely human anymore, you know. So anyways, after that, moving forward, you see other hollows coming through, and then you see a bunch of hell butterflies, and then the big reveal, Zylaparo. It was crazy. I was not expecting this. I was like, holy shit, this is insane. He looks really different. He doesn't look the same as before, right? He has a lot of markings around his face, like they look like markings of chains, and you know, he looks very like evil. He looks evil, but he looks really cool with a horn coming out from the side of his face. And yeah, man, wow. When I saw that, I was like, oh shit, we're in business, boys. And basically, he goes in to attack Ichika, man. He's like, who is that, Renji? And he knows who it is all along. He's asking Renji who Ichika is, and he knows who it is all along. And he literally says it word for word. I'll start off things by killing your daughter, Abari Renji. So it's like, okay, buddy, you're evil, man. You're obviously evil, but like you're running towards and attacking Ichika, which is kind of a bit disturbing. But Renji comes in, rescues her, and then Ichigo comes in, and because Renji was actually captured by his chains, but Ichigo comes in and destroys those. Of course, you know, being the badass Ichigo is. So yeah, anyways, Ichigo, Zyloporo go at it for a bit, and yeah, it's just kind of where it was kind of odd, right? You see Zyloporo, and it's like, wait, he's dead. Wait, is he? Wait, where's he coming from? And it, you know, at first you're probably speculating, probably hell, maybe hell. But it's confirmed in a moment here where he's coming from. So after that, they start noticing some weird like reishi in the air, in the thin air, right? They're all kind of wondering what's going on. Why is this here? Why is this appearing here? And it ends up being called a substance called will-o-wisp. Damn, I can't speak. And they kind of break it down. Shunsui's talking to all the other captains and lieutenants, like Shinji, Rose, Mayuri, Soifun. They're kind of all talking, and they confirm that what happens, man, when a high level captain dies, their power levels are so high that what happens is they can't just like disappear and just be in the Soul Society, right? It doesn't work like that. What happens is that their power and their reishi has to go to hell because of how powerful it is. It's just not able to stay in the Soul Society, from what I gathered at least, right? You can confirm and assure me on what it was if it is different. But anyways, basically, in conclusion, captains like Yamamoto, captains like Retsu, all those Jushiro, all those captains that recently died, because of all of their powers going off to hell, it was overflooded. It was too much for them to take in, and basically the doors of hell opened up. And that's why you see Zylaparo basically fighting and going into the Soul Society, literally attacking the captains and lieutenants. And in conclusion, what ends up happening is that they start fighting. Ichigo's going off with Zylaparo. They're having some dialogue between each other, and then Zylaparo gets stabbed by Jushiro's sword. And it's not just his sword like normal size, it's huge. That's what she said. It's huge. And so basically, you know it's his because it's confirmed by Zylaparo, and you just see it from his sword, right? His sword is very unique looking. He grabs Zylaparo, like stabs him through the back, and I think drags him in. And then basically from there, you see the doors of hell just closing up. So that's the end. That's where it ends. Literally, that's where it ends. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I feel like this literally was a perfect way to do a one-shot, to set up a new arc. And I believe you can go ahead and check out James Hansen's video. He said it in one of his videos where it's even like in some place in the chapter they even mentioned like a new arc. But yeah, honestly, man, it's crazy. I'm excited. I'm so excited for this. This is gonna be one of the most anticipated things for me. I'm not gonna do like if new chapters come out of this, I'm reading them as soon as they're available. And I just want to know more about this. I want to know what's going to happen. I want to see the characters that are newer, right? There's probably going to be even more characters that we haven't seen yet. There's going to be characters that we haven't seen in the past for a bit, like Kisuke, that we're going to finally see again. We're going to see them, and it's going to be exciting to see what the world is like. This, keep in mind, is like 10 years after the events of Thousand Year Blood War. I believe it's 10 years, right? I mean, you look at Ichigo and Kazui, sorry. You look at them and they look about like 10 to 12 years old. But I believe that it's confirmed as well that, this is the events following, the 1,000 Year Blood War and the last chapter that we got. So yeah, man. Oh my God. I am so excited. This is such a good chapter. This sets us up for a lot of things. I feel like there's so much to it. Zylaparo looked really cool. Seeing him again and how he went to hell and how the doors of hell are opening up, and we might be able to see other fallen espadas, other fallen like captains. Like, imagine we actually saw Jushiro's sword. So how is Jushiro gonna look? How is Yamamoto gonna look? How powerful are they gonna be? Are they gonna have control over themselves and have it in them? One thing I did think about for a moment is that Jushiro did stab Zylaparo and dragged him in and basically stopped him. So does that mean Jushiro had control in doing so by saving the other captains by protecting them? Or was it just, let's bring Zylaparo back in, he's done enough, we'll attack later? Like, what kind of, what are we gonna see, man? I'm so ready for this, and hopefully we get more chapters of this in the future, near future as well, because I don't want to see something like Burn the Witch, where they've done it, they've released the chapters, they've released the movies, and we haven't heard from Burn the Witch in maybe a half a year to a year now. So I want to see chapters, man. Please, bro, please. Tight Kubo, dude, you're the GOAT, please. Anyways, with that said though, that's basically it. Comment down below what you guys think. What are you guys thinking about? What is this all about? Is this the new hell arc? That may be it, and I think that's what it is, but there's no confirmation. This is officially only a one shot, so we'll have to see. But if you look at prior history, Burn the Witch was a one shot. It became like a little series, and it looks like it's going to continue on. I think they've even confirmed it, so we'll have to wait and see. Or maybe they even just do a novel on this. But I would like to see chapters, seeing Bleach continue on. would be just the best thing in the world. And you know, this is coming right around the corner, like where the anime is returning. So it's like, dude, oh man, I'm so happy for this. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Comment down below what you think, and let me know if I've missed anything. Peace out.